My name is Maria Raquel Lucas. I am from Portugal. I am a full professor of the University of Evora in the south of Lisbon, between Lisbon and Algarve. I am professor of management, specialist in agribusiness. My interest is because I am really, but I was develop a program, a sustainability program from olive oil in Portugal. So we have a big growing sector, olive oil sector, and we are a little bit concerned about all the environmental issues related with this growing sector, and also because of climate change issues. So we join the scientific part of the university with a group of 15 researchers from university that I coordinated with. We work together with all the other stakeholders, the producers, the distributors, only the certification bodies, and all the stakeholders involved in this sector. We develop a sustainability program for olive oil. That's why the reason or the motive to be here. Because I was invited as key speaker to present this program, and also because I'm involved with all the interventions areas related with the olive oil chain. It's difficult to say if the olive oil is sustainable, because it depends of all the practices that the producers have in the production sector or area, and also in the mills, and also with the transportation of the olive oil and the package, everything. So I think it's difficult to say if it is or not if we don't do a really and a very transparent and a very profound diagnostic of the systems and all the situations. We try to do it in Portugal. Some of the Italian producers and the responsibles of the sector are doing the same there. I know that in Spain they have also this kind of concerns, but it's difficult to say that it is sustainable, because because sustainability sometimes is only viewed as in the economic dimension, and the viability and profitability of the olive oil chain is of course is very important, but it's very important also to balance the three dimensions: the social, the environmental, and the economic. And to balance all these dimensions in different areas of intervention are very difficult. To say that if a sector or a group of producers or a group of industries are sustainable, we need to combine issues related with the soil protection and conservation or regeneration, with water efficiency, with energy efficiency, with waste management, with quality of product, quality of olive oil, with the human resources management, with waste management, I have already said, with socioeconomic issues and degradations of the landscape or the protection of landscape. So we try in our program, the program that we work, we try to combine all these areas of interventions and to assess the level of sustainability in each one, and try to have a final factor with the level of sustainability, But in this level, to be certificate or to be understood as sustainable, it's important to have a minimum score in all these intervention areas. So it's difficult to say if it is sustainable or not sustainable. However, I can say that, of course, compared with other vegetable fats, the olive oil is much more sustainable, with no doubts, because the carbon footprint, because the resilience to some climate change and water efficiency use or less need of water, because the biodiversity and preservation of this diversity in the olive orchards that are a perfect environment to develop some different species like bees or other wild species. So I think it's possible to say that it's more sustainable than other oils, that vegetal ones, and less impact, environmental impact. Because for instance, palm oil, it's related with the degradation of several tropical areas and cut it of trees and so on. So I think I'm sure that is more sustainable. But it's difficult to say it's sustainable because it depends on the practices in all the different steps of the value chain. I try to pass the message that the importance of to eat olive oil, to have a communication to the public, the interest and the value of eating and have healthy choice in terms of consumption. And the olive oil is one of these choice that balance environmental issues with culinary ones, because it's the only fat that has a diversity of sensory flavors and sensory tastes and so on that can be used in culinary with a big amount of different perspectives or innovations. So for the responsible of the consumers and the consumption of to make healthy choices, and the olive oil is one of these choices. So to support family and local systems and local business models, that can sustain biodiversity and less carbon footprint. Also because the olive trees are very efficient in the absorption of the carbon as well. This is much more efficient than other vegetal or other trees like palm or soybean. So for this kind of reasons, I think is important to promote and to communicate the healthy benefits of the olive oil, related as well with the prevention of some chronic disease and everything related with the healthy issues. Also, it's important to pass the message that all the stakeholders or the people that are study or researching or whatever related with olive oil to work together and to have a more close cooperation between scientists, research, and practice, Because sometimes we have some research at the university, but this message, these results or these conclusions or these important outputs doesn't pass to the practice, to the producers and to the industry. And it's very important to have a more inclusive and multidisciplinary cooperation between stakeholders. If we want a more healthy planet in the future, if you want to prevent some disasters or some problems in the future related with our planet and the environment, it's important to work together and to be responsible together. It's important that markets, international markets or national markets or consumers that are able to pay for a more secure and more safety and more healthy and more environmental friendly product. It's important that these evidences can be shown. And also important is the communication to the public, to the society, to maybe one strategy I don't know, should be to take the olive oil to the school, maybe, to start teaching, to start with the children's learning about the benefits of have a healthy choice, to have why and why, of course, and to understand why the olive oil is a healthy choice. But I think we have to start educate consumers, because the majority of consumers, even in countries like my countries, Mediterranean countries, that we have the tradition of consumption olive oil, even in that, or in Italy or Spain or whatever, even in those countries, some of the consumers don't know really what are the benefits of the olive oil, and why it's important to support this kind of production, because it's supporting in terms of environmental, because motives, environmental motives, social, and of course economic, because the economic is important, because we are talking about a business, of course. And also, I don't know, to pass the message that is important. With the olive oil, we can combine the past with the future, rooting in sustainability. What is important to research in terms of olive oil sector, olive oil food chain? Because the researchers, and I can talk with my experience, sometimes we drive our research interests because of money, because we have some funding of our projects, or because some other interests related with our progress in our academic career, and so on. I think it's important to have a networking, an international networking with all the producers, or the countries, or the researchers, or the not only the researchers, all the stakeholders related with olive oil, to think about the agenda of research, the agenda of innovation, industrial innovation, or not industrial, farming innovation, to thinking about in a broad sense, in a holistic sense of the sector. I think we needed that.